Welcome to AdventureMoto TV. Today my top secret clearances to enter Shed X have been approved, and I catch up with Steve Smith of AdventureMoto, who talks me through the features of his pet project bike, his take on a BMW800 GS adventure.
G'day, I'm Steve Smith from AdventureMoto, and this is my custom F800 GS adventure, and we're in Shed X. And this is where we do our project bikes, and the first thing you're going to notice about this F800 GS is the paint job. We've done that in-house. Moto Paint is our in-house paint guys, and they've just done an amazing job. We've tried to replicate the old Dakar bikes, so the old Marlboro bikes with the colour scheme, and also a bit of BMW M series happening here. Very nice. Thanks. Some people who've seen this bike say this is the F800 GS adventure that BMW should have built. I don't say that, but it is my version of an F800 GS, especially with the big fat tank out front, the colour scheme, and of course the Touratech fairing that matches the tank perfectly, and we've extended the beak with the Touratech beak protector as well. If I was to start with the bike from the wheels up, Dave, we are running an 18-inch rear and a 21-inch front from Woody's Wheelworks. The thing about Woody's is they've got the 12 gauge stainless spokes, they're very strong wheels. I went with an 18-inch because I wanted to be able to utilise raw knobby tyres, and we're running Pirelli Scorpion rallies on this bike. Look, hanging over the bike, you can see we're using a Barrett exhaust. I like Australian made products when I can, and Barrett makes some fantastic pipes. We're also running with the pivot pegs. They're from Tasmania, and he is an Australian invention and ships all over the world, and I just love the balance and feel of the pivot pegs. On the bike you'll find a lot of alt-rider parts. We distribute alt-rider in Australia, and we're running an alt-rider bash plate, side stand feet, and other protectors you'll find on the bike. On the back end of the bike we're running Wolfman luggage racks and a Garnet Technology rear rack. The reason we run the Wolfman, not only to carry the soft bags, but we can fit them with Rotopax fuel cells, which will increase the fuel range of this bike even further. Currently, with the existing fuel tank and the Touratech front tank, we can get around 700 k's on road and probably 500 or 600 k's even in bad sand. So that'll get me across the Simpson Desert without too much drama. On the bike we're running a stabiliser. It's a GPR stabiliser. I had a lot of trouble finding a stabiliser for the bike, but GPR make a beautiful, slim, low profile under the bar dampener, and it just makes the bike feel that much better, especially with the Öhlins front and rear suspension. We run with an Öhlins rear shock, and we're running internal Öhlins, which are custom made to fit into the F800 tube. So coming around to the front of the bike, we've got some Clearwater LED spotlights. They're small but they're powerful. They don't draw too much power off the bike. I'm actually running all the electronics through a Row Electronics PDM, which is a solid state fuse box, so you can program it to turn things on after we've already hit the ignition. But these lights are fantastic for the output for the draw. We're also running HID globes in the headlight assembly, so this thing at night time, bang, it's like the sun.
Whoa. Mate, I need welding goggles on, Steve. Let's just go through these. 20 amp max, 12 volt for your GPS, and dimmer for the lights.
That's it.
Yeah, mate.
Can't get a rock through there, mate. Very strong.
Looks alright, doesn't it? What's that? Alt-rider radiator guard.
Alt-rider radiator guard. Another great Australian product, apart from the pivot pegs, is these Aussie-made bark busters. I always swap out the handguards on my bikes with bark busters. I like the aluminium backbone. The end weights give the bit better dampening on the handlebars, and the adjustable plastics at front. This seat here is a very comfortable Renasco racing seat. I asked James Renasco to make this for me. But I will say that we are now selling the Seat Concepts seats out of California. They're a great, comfortable seat, but I'm really happy with the Renasco on this bike. We're running Woody's Wheelworks custom wheels with XL rims, rad hubs, 12 gauge stainless spokes, very strong. I think Woody's can even do a tubeless spoke wheel set now.
turn the rabbit's eyes out. Okay, give me a bit of exhaust noise. Is this a bloke that loves his bike or what? Whoop, the ladybird's gone for a roll. The bug's fallen off. You must have got that ironed out that bug.
I ironed out that bug.
Thanks so much, Steve.
No worries, Dave. And listen, if you tell anyone where Shed X is, we're going to have to kill you, mate. It's a top secret location.
Right, I get that. And there's the bug. They've ironed out the bug. It's no longer there.
Hello. Special mention has to go to Bob Jones, who did a lot of work on this bike for me and helped me out a great deal.
Well, Bob, you've done well, my friend.
Bob's a good bloke.
If you'd like to buy any of the parts mentioned by Steve, please contact AdventureMoto. They'll ship your orders to anywhere in the world.